In this video, we will use ChatGPT to build a complete registration and login system in PHP with email confirmations. I will provide all the materials in the description of this video. So let's get started. First step is to download and install the Xampp. Go to Google and search for Xampp. Navigate to Apache Friends website and click here to download the latest version of Xampp. After installing Xampp, open the application and start Apache and MySQL. Then go to C drive and open the Xampp folder. Inside the Xampp folder, open the htdocs folder. And inside the htdocs folder, create a new folder named Login. Now go back to Google again and search for Notepad++. Navigate to the official Notepad++ website and click here to download the latest version of Notepad++. Next step is to configure the email system. To do this, go to Google and search for PHP mailer. Navigate to the GitHub website. Click the code drop-down and download PHP mailer as a zip file. Then copy the PHP mailer zip file and paste that file inside the login folder that we created in the first step. Right-click on the PHP mailer zip file and click Extract here. Then rename the extracted folder to PHP mailer and delete the zip file. Now the final step is to configure the email client. I will use Yandex Mail for this tutorial. Open your Yandex Mail and go to Settings. Click Show All Settings. Choose Email Clients and activate the IMAP server and authorization method options. Then go to Security and click App Passwords. Click Email Addresses option to create a new app. Give a name to your app and click Next. Then copy the app password and save this password in your Notepad. That's all. We have completed all the setup and configuration tasks. Now let's understand the overall structure and the pages that we need for our login system. First of all, we need two pages for sign up form and email confirmation. On the sign up page, the user will fill out and submit the registration form. After submitting the registration form, the user will be redirected to the email confirmation page, and an email will be sent to the user with a sign up confirmation code. Then the user will validate their registration by providing the confirmation code from the email. After this, we need two more pages for login and dashboard. On the login page, the user will enter the username and password to log in to the system. And after successful login, the user will be redirected to the dashboard page. On the dashboard page, we will provide a logout link. Upon clicking the logout link, the system will redirect the user back to the login page. And finally, we need two more pages for forget password and reset password. On the forget password page, the user will enter their email and submit the password reset request. After submitting the password reset request, an email will be sent to the user with the link to reset their password. And once the user clicks the reset password link, they will be redirected to the reset password page to create a new password. Now let's move on and start creating our login system by using ChatGPT. Here is the prompt that I will be using in this tutorial. I will provide this prompt in the description of this video. So let's go to ChatGPT and first of all activate this reason option. Because our prompt is long and complex, so we need to use the reason option to get the desired result with minimum margin of error. After activating the reason option, Drag and drop to upload the prompt document inside ChatGPT. Then click here to execute the prompt. And you can see that ChatGPT has started writing the desired codes in response to our prompt. Let's wait for a moment until ChatGPT generates the complete response. Now let's start putting these codes in the relevant files one by one. First of all, ChatGPT has provided us the SQL commands to create the database and tables. And we need to execute these codes in PHP myadmin. So I will open a new tab in my browser and I will type localhost/php myadmin to access the database management system. On the main PHP myadmin page, click SQL. Go back to ChatGPT, copy the SQL commands provided by ChatGPT and paste these commands here in PHP myadmin. Then click Go to execute these commands. Refresh the page and you can see that a new database is created with the name login system. If I click into this database, you will see that there are two tables inside this database. These tables will be used to save the user login details and email confirmation tokens. Alright, now let's go back to ChatGPT and next we have the code for config.php file. So let's copy that code, open the Notepad editor that we downloaded in the start of this video and paste that code inside the Notepad editor. Press Ctrl S and save this file inside the login folder that we created at the start of this video. Rename the file to config.php and click Save. Then go to ChatGPT again and copy the next piece of code for index.php file. Switch to the Notepad editor, create a new file and paste the code copied from ChatGPT in this file. Press Ctrl S and rename the file to index.php and save this file inside the same login folder. Go back to ChatGPT again and repeat the same process one by one for all the codes provided by ChatGPT. So let me add all the remaining codes and then we will go to the final step to test our login system to make sure that everything is working properly. I will fast forward this process. So I have added all the codes provided by ChatGPT in the relevant files. Now let's see these final notes to make sure that we have completed all the required settings. First of all, ChatGPT is asking us to confirm the path of PHP Mailer library. We need to make sure that PHP Mailer configuration files are correctly placed on this specific path. So let's go to our project files and verify this. Open the login folder, go inside the PHP Mailer folder, then open src folder. And we can confirm that all of the PHP Mailer configuration files are correctly placed in this folder. You can also double check from ChatGPT that this is the same path where all of the configuration files should be saved. After this, ChatGPT is asking us to replace the email address and the app password with our actual details. But it is not telling us the file names in which these details should be replaced. Let's leave this for a moment and let's go to the time zone settings. To fix the time zone, we need to update the config.php file as suggested by ChatGPT. So let's go back to the main project folder or the login folder and I will open config.php file in the Notepad editor. In this code, I will update the time zone to UTC or Universally Coordinated Time Zone. Press Ctrl S to save and update the code. Go back to ChatGPT again, and now let's deal with the email and app password settings. Now instead of checking each file one by one, let me just copy this line and I will ask ChatGPT to tell me the file names that we need to modify to implement these changes. So ChatGPT has provided two file names that needs to be updated with the actual details: confirm email.php and reset.php. So let's go back to the login folder and I will first open the confirm email.php file. Scroll down and here is the code that needs to be updated with the actual details. So I will replace this email with my actual email address. And I will also replace this app password with the actual app password that we generated at the start of this video. Similarly, I will update my actual email and the name of my app in this piece of code as well. After making the changes, press Ctrl S to save the code and close the file. And let's repeat the same process for reset.php file as well. Alright, now that everything is set up properly, let's go ahead and test our login system. Go to the browser and type in localhost/login to access the main page of the login system. And you can see that we have got a login form on this page. So first of all, let's try to register a new user into our login system. Click Register User and fill out the required details on the sign up form. Then click the Register button. And you can see that we have been redirected to the email confirmation page, and it is telling us that a sign up confirmation code has been sent on our email. So let me open my email and check if I actually received the confirmation code. And you can see that we have received a new email with the confirmation code. Let's open this email and copy the confirmation token. Then go back to the email confirmation page, paste the confirmation code and click Confirm. And now we are redirected to the login page and we also got the notification that the registration process is complete. So let's try to log in with the details that we used during the sign up process. And you can see that after logging in, the system has redirected me to the dashboard page. On this page, we have a logout link. So let's click the logout link and it will take me back to the login page. Now if I click the back button on my browser, it will show the error and will not let me access the dashboard because I am not logged in. This means that the system is properly terminating the session and checking the login status before giving access to the dashboard. Alright, so everything is working perfectly. Now let's finally test the forget password functionality. Click Forget Password and type in the username or email that we just used during the sign up process. Click Reset Password. And we have got the notification that the password reset link is sent to the email. Let me check my email again. And you can see that I have received a new password reset email in my inbox. Let's open this email and click the password reset link provided in the email. So now I am redirected to a new page where I can reset my password. Let me create a new password here. Click Update Password. So the password is reset successfully and we are redirected back to the login page. Now let's try to log in with the new password. And there you go. So the reset password feature is also working correctly. Just one last thing. Let's go to the sign up page and let's try to register a new user with the duplicate username or email. I will enter the username that is already registered. And you can see that it is throwing the error that the username already exists. So our login system is ready and everything is working perfectly. Now let me go back to ChatGPT and I will share this chat in the description of this video. So you can verify that this login system is actually developed by just using a single ChatGPT prompt. And that's the power of writing a clear and meaningful prompt. If you provide a clear prompt to ChatGPT, you will get the desired result with minimum margin of error. And that's all about this video. Take care. Bye bye.